YG Entertainment is one of the big three companies along with JYP and SM. Well, now we often use the term Big Four instead, since HYBE found a place among these giants as well. YG did not only produce several massively successful groups like Big Bang, 21, and Blackpink, but they're literally one of the companies responsible for the Hallyu wave. And they played a part in making K-pop what it is today. And in this video, I'll tell you how YG Entertainment came to be and what they did to become such a popular company. And of course, I'll cover their potential downfall. The rise of YG. We're all aware that Young Hyun-suk was the one that founded YG Entertainment, but did you know that he used to be an idol himself? Young Hyun-suk was the member of the legendary K-pop group Seoul Taejian Boys, but when the group disbanded in 1996, he launched YG Entertainment along with his younger brother Young Min-suk. YG Entertainment have always been a hip-hop oriented company, even when the company was first founded. Their first ever artist was the hip-hop trio Keep Six, but YG eventually turned to other artists when Keep Six failed to attract popularity as a group. In fact, they were so unpopular compared to groups like Sex Keys and HOT that the company almost went bankrupt after debuting them and investing money into them. So in order to save themselves, YG naturally pushed their other artists like the duo Janushin and later debuted One Time. They also weren't exactly the most popular artists at the time, but they were successful enough to put YG's name back on the map. But YG seems to be really proud of those groups, and Young Hyun-suk even credits them for bringing the hip-hop genre into the Korean music industry. YG Entertainment debuted other artists like Perry, Sweet Tea, Big Mama, Lexi, Gummy, and Weesong, but the true success came from when they first debuted their quote-unquote idol singer under the stage name Seven, who blew up in Korea and Japan. They even tried to market him to the US music scene, but it seems like the American entertainment industry wasn't ready for Korean idols yet. Even if Seven failed to get big promotions in the USA, YG saw how well idols and idol groups in general were doing at the time in Asia, so they debuted Big Bang in 2006. Their song Lies was met with praise from critics and the general public, and managed to put Big Bang on the same level as groups like Super Junior and DBSK that came from SM Entertainment. And believe me, it was hard to compete with them at the time. Then Haru Haru was released in 2008, and it solidified YG Entertainment as well as Big Bang's place in the entertainment industry. It's no wonder that Young Hyun-suk himself admitted a shocking truth. He said, "YG didn't make Big Bang. Big Bang made YG." After Big Bang rose to success, YG Entertainment debuted their first successful girl group, 21, in order to compete with groups like SNSD and Wonder Girls. 21 released many hit songs. They were considered the male version of Big Bang and even collabed with the group on several occasions. Their biggest breakout song was I Am the Best. After it came out, the group's success was undeniable as the song broke multiple records and further pushed YG Entertainment up as a top company in the industry. The members were doing collabs with Adidas, working with Jeremy Scott, and even working on music with will.i.am. YG Entertainment kept making more smart decisions after 21's and Big Bang's success. They turned amazing artists Leehi and Akmu into so-called monster rookies after they got attention from appearing on a reality show called K-pop Star. How they managed them after they debuted is a different story, but I'm gonna talk about that in a second. The chain of good decisions continued when they signed first-gen legend Sex Keys, acquired acting and modeling agencies, and grew their sub-labels after LVMH and Naver invested in the company. YG Entertainment also seemed to have struck gold in terms of groups that they were debuting. Whether it's Winner, iKON, or Blackpink, all of these groups are undeniably talented. The chances of them messing up as a company, especially with this many talented artists under them, were low, and yet here we are. So where did everything go wrong with YG? Big issues. The blatant misogyny that YG Entertainment has shown towards its female artists over the years has not gone unnoticed, and it had started early on. It has played a big part on how the company has managed their artists. The CEO at the time, Young Hyun-suk, intentionally failed Sweet Tea because he fell in love with one of the members. He admitted himself that he was afraid that Eunju, the member he was in love with, would get more attention if the group became successful, so he left the group inactive to stop that from happening. It wouldn't be the last time he had failed a group on purpose. But if you think that this is bad, I haven't even scratched the surface of the horrible way that they have treated the female artists under their company. Does anybody remember Superls? Superls is a group that was supposed to debut under YG Entertainment in 2013. The original team consisted of 4 finalists of the show K-pop Star, but one of the members joined JYP instead, giving up her Superl spot to Leehi herself. But Superls' long-awaited debut never came as they literally disbanded before even debuting. Not only that, but of all the girls who were supposed to debut in Superls, only Leehi remained with YG Entertainment to continue her solo career. This raised a lot of questions about YG's management and favoritism. Netizens started thinking that he didn't debut Superls in order to push Leehi as a soloist. Even if that isn't true, the company basically wasted the girls' time for no reason whatsoever. whatsoever. Nothing was officially confirmed though, however, many people claim that YG is capable of anything. Then there's the whole thing with 21. After SNSD massive success, YG became obsessed with having an SNSD of their own, so they debuted 21 but in a more girl crush version. And even though 21 were incredibly successful, YG Entertainment pushed the group down. Firstly, Young Hyun Suk has insulted 21's visuals on multiple occasions. On the YG Family Special episode of Strong Heart, CL said that YG has directly called them ugly. She said, "We are a girl group. He keeps saying that we are ugly." And when asked whether he does it to their faces, CL answered with yes. She continued, "YG came to a concert rehearsal once. When we do a rehearsal, we don't put on any makeup. He looked from afar onto the screen and said, 'Ah, they are really ugly,' in front of all the staff. I was a bit disappointed. People excused this, saying that it was only a joke, but why would he joke at their expense in the first place?" Blackpink were even marketed as a prettier version of 21. If that wasn't enough, the company did barely anything for 21 in general. Minji didn't have a solo despite asking for one for years. The CEO himself called Dada talentless and said that Poem was the failure of the group, as if they didn't leave Poem to deal with her scandal all on her own. Young Hyun Suk spoke up about the controversy only when Poem was being investigated by police who were going through her private possessions and following every single step of hers. They never even moved a finger to protect her from all the hate that she was getting. The agency also didn't notify the members that the group had disbanded and didn't even give them that promised 3-member comeback after Minji left. 21 weren't YG's only victims though. Gummy and Lehigh decided to leave after YG left them in the basement for years and didn't let them release music. But then there's the big mystery behind Blackpink's inactivity. Although they're one of the top groups in the music industry, they have released only one full album and their second album was delayed. The time difference between their comebacks is just ridiculous at this point. I understand that this might be a marketing tactic to build hype around every comeback, but these girls want to be on stage performing and YG won't even let them do that. They don't have any creative freedom. YG does nothing to protect them against rumors or the media in general and has rejected multiple collabs and acting offers for the members. To the public, it looks as if they're just setting them up for failure at this point and wasting their talent. There were also rumors going around that YG gives preferential treatment to trainees from richer families and that they're also more likely to debut. An ex-trainee of YG made a video talking about her experience in the company, but then she made a shocking revelation about how trainees were treated. She said, "When there's a trainee with wealthy parents, they get different treatment. When the parents give expensive presents to YG staff, it definitely changes things. They treat rich trainees better and give more lessons to them. No matter how talented you are, you can't catch up to wealth." According to netizens, this seems to be a standard that only applies to female trainees, as most of their male idols come from modest backgrounds. Well, except for Lauren, who is literally the son of Naver CEO. Lauren is a musician and a guitarist, as well as one of the producers of the Black Label, a sub-label of YG Entertainment. He was seen hanging out with the Blackpink members multiple times and even starred in the music video and co-wrote the lyrics of Lovesick Girls. He also debuted 2 years ago, but people think that his debut was due to his father's connections. I mentioned Naver investing in the company, and that's exactly why netizens think that Lauren used his connections to give his career a boost. Not saying that he isn't talented, but it made people question some of the things that happened under YG Entertainment and their sub-labels. But that's not all. The downfall. YG Entertainment aren't strangers to scandals. Their artists have been quite controversial in the eyes of netizens, and the CEOs have been involved in scandals of their own. Scandals related to illegal substances are considered to be somewhat of a specialty when it comes to YG Entertainment. The company was even referred to as a pharmacy by the Korean public. G-Dragon got dragged into this controversy when he was caught smoking a blunt. A former producer of the company, Kush, said that he bought cocaine to treat his depression. T.O.P. was also caught smoking weed, and Icon's B.I. left the group entirely after it was reported that he tried to purchase marijuana and LSD. Young Hyun Suk resigned after he was charged for allegedly covering up B.I.'s scandal, but he was too deep in trouble even if we ignore B.I.'s issue altogether. Before the Burning Sun scandal happened, Young Hyun Suk was involved in the Choi Soon-sil scandal. She was a friend of South Korea's former president, Park Geun-hye, who used her friendship with the president to meddle in state affairs for personal gain. YG Entertainment and Psy were linked to Choi Soon-sil's niece, Jang Si-ho, who received a 30-month sentence for extorting money from Samsung. Of course, they both denied the rumors, but what they couldn't deny was their link to Cha Eun-taek, who was a part of Choi Soon-sil's inner circle and helped to control South Korea's cultural output. He directed Psy's Hangover and Big Bang's Lies, among others. Dispatch detailed how YG Entertainment was able to invest in a proposed K-pop cluster to be built through Cha Eun-taek's influence, but without going through the usual public bidding process. Cha Eun-taek was sentenced to 3 years in jail in late 2017, but YG got out of this scandal seemingly without a scratch. The massive and final blow to to YG came with the uncovering of everything that occurred at the nightclubs linked to YG and Big Bang Seungri, in which is now known as the Burning Sun scandal. I'm not gonna go too deep into the scandal because you probably know all about it, but Seungri wasn't the only one that was questioned. The police investigation into Burning Sun also led to another investigation into alleged tax evasion by YG Entertainment. Young Hyun-suk himself was questioned by the police on the charges of gambling overseas, making illegal foreign transactions, and facilitating adult services for potential investors. With the Burning Sun investigation still going on, Young Hyun-suk's only course of action was to resign, with his brother following him shortly after. But the whole appointing a female CEO as a ploy to take the attention away from the problem gag is very corny. Despite everyone's displeasure, the Young brothers still hold all their shares and together have the biggest say in company decisions, so it doesn't look like changes are going to be made anytime soon. This was a very short history of YG Entertainment, and of course we could go into tiring details about every little misstep the company made. There are many questions unanswered, and we can only guess whether we'll get to see the truth behind YG Entertainment's tactics. Thank you for watching and have a great day.